All right, hello, welcome back to another wee bit of video. Today's video, we're going to be talking about an immensely good basketball game. There's a lot of people with a lot of opinions and a lot of things to say, whether it's about the reffing, about the Pacers choking, about the Thunder finally coming up in the fourth quarter. Just honestly, a really chaotic game. I'm very excited for Game 5, of course, but I'm very happy to have been here, available, ready to go to watch this game. I thought it was a really good game. We're going to talk about, of course, some of the stats and whatnot, but in my opinion, before we get started, let me just say this. If the OKC Thunder end up winning the finals, this game was saved by Alex Caruso. Where are you at, bro? 20 points in 30 minutes. But he had extremely timely defensive plays, extremely timely offensive plays. And just when you think the Pacers, who are up 10 at one point, are about to pull away, and in that third quarter, they just looked like the better team. They looked like they were going to pull away. Caruso saved the day. J-Dub, phenomenal game, 27 points. Where are you at? Who am I looking at here? Where are you? Chet Holmgren. Great defensive plays. 14 points offensively, not crazy, but defensively, as a paint protector, was phenomenal. Those first 6 minutes of the fourth quarter, I really thought Shea was not coming through. 6 minutes to go, all of a sudden, just turns up and hits crazy shot after clutch shot, and I'm just thinking, and my girlfriend's there, my brother's there, my daughter's there. She doesn't know what's going on, but my girlfriend and my brother are watching, and I'm just like, this is the first time Shea has truly just come big in these late moments, because he might have, a two-pointer in the clutch. He might have these shots where they're up 3 or, to get them to 5, or they're down 1 to go up 1. But he hasn't had any put-away shots or shots that really felt like this was a huge change to the game. And today, that three-pointer and then that step back that was a travel, by the way. It was a travel. There's also a stat I want to pull up here if I can get to it. Okay, check this stat out. Pacers outscored 31-17 in the fourth. I just dropped a video, literally how Pacers are a clutch team and they're 9-1 in the clutch, and the Thunder are 5-4, and it's only Shea and J-Dub in the clutch, which I think applied today as well. I think it was just Shea. Well, did J-Dub have a bucket in the clutch? I feel like he did, but it was definitely the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander show in the clutch. Anyway, going back to this stat, they just scored 4 points in the last 4 minutes. That's incredible. Mathurin had a sequence where he missed 3 of his 4 free throws and had 2 fouls. 2 fouls before the ball was inbounded, giving 2 free throws, on top of the fact that they had a foul again for 2 extra free throws. Pacers went 2 from 7 from the field in the last 3:52 with a turnover. They choked away the game, plain and simple. And listen, there's a lot of people who are saying refs, came through, blah, blah, blah. No, listen. No matter how you feel about it, refs this, refs that, Pacers still had the game. It was over. Like, the third quarter was a definitive Pacers win. Going into the fourth, it looked like the Pacers had all the momentum in the world, and they just did not hit the clutch shots that they've been hitting all series, all season. Pacers did not have those moments where I was like, okay, this is when they're turning it on. They missed all the clutch shots. If you ask Tyrese Halliburton behind closed door, did you guys get robbed, or should you have won that game? He would have told you 10 out of 10 times. Sure, was the reffing not great, but we should have won that game 10 out of 10 times. Anyone on the Pacers organization is going to tell you we should have won that game 10 out of 10 times. They just missed the most timely shot, which is very unorthodox of the Pacers, considering what they've been doing all season. And again, can't stress this enough. Benedict Mathurin, what the hell was that? Pacers have been known to make magic, and any chance at magic they had in the late fourth quarter, Benedict just, I don't know what he's thinking. It could have been. So let's say Benedict, it was 103, 107. He got fouled, 28 seconds to go. Let's say he makes both free throws. If the Thunder go 1 for 1, or like they turned it over, the Thunder ended up turning the ball over, by the way. If they just make 2 free throws with Benedict there, Thunder have to, if they get fouled, have to make bare minimum at least 1 to make it a 3-point game. And the Pacers still got a shot, especially with the way they've been playing all series and season long. But then they just, well, I shouldn't say they, it was Benedict. What the flippin' fuck was that? Just, wow. Still a really good game. Again, no matter what anyone says, if you're one of those people who is, I should say, really angry at the refs, I understand your frustration, but ultimately you look at the fouls. Pacers had 1 more personal foul called, and that includes all the late game fouls. Now, a big portion of the anger is Shea with the push-offs, but to me, those are not fouls. I don't know why people think those are fouls. My guess is they want it called both ways. Not even my guess. That's definitely what it is. It's the both ways thing. The travel was valid. He traveled on that step back mid-range. That was definitely a travel. And, Doris was like, that's a gather. No, Doris. That was a fucking travel, okay? That was not a gather. That shit was a travel. If you don't know what I'm talking about because you didn't watch the game and you were working or you were doing something else, let me tell you this. Plain and simple, no matter how anyone, cooks it up to be different, the Pacers choked this game away. They had the championship trophy just barely inches away, because if you're up 3-1 in the finals, you got 95% plus chance to win the whole thing. And they gave the game away. Straight up gave the game away. No excuses. Just, again, things be different? As a fan, can we, look back and say this and that? Yeah, well, we're the fan. But as a player, you have to move on. You have to own it. You fucked up, no matter how it's spinned by the public or by a certain crowd or maybe by several people. You have to own it and move forward and be ready for Game 5. Because winner of Game 5, let me tell you, if Thunder win Game 5, to me, that's the series. Reason being is because I have said this since the beginning of playoffs, Thunder ain't going to lose twice. I said before Game 4 happened, if you have seen my video, you know. If you haven't seen my video, then let me tell you now what I said. The Thunder are not going to lose 2 games in a row. I had them winning Game 4. They won, mind you. I didn't think it would be that close. You can't lose Game 5 away, then to go home and, you got momentum. Sorry, you don't have momentum. You really would just have to rely on your fan base to really juice you up. And for the OKC to feel like they're still in that hostile environment that they were in Game 3. And you still felt it in 4, don't get me wrong, but they pulled away with it, obviously. But again, it really comes down to Game 5. Because, yeah, I said it. Thunder aren't going to lose 2 in a row. They're not. They're too good of a team to lose 2 in a row. For the Pacers, shit, honestly, I think even after Game 3, my video was, for the Pacers, your best case scenario is winning 1-1. Or did I say that after Game 2? I think I said that after Game 2, where I said best case scenario is they go 1-1 and they just trade wins for losses. But since they won first, that Game 7 would be a win. Anyway, to me, this game, it was right there. They had it. And, yeah, they blew it. As plain as day, they blew it. Alex Caruso, if they win the finals, this game will, to me, to Thunder fans that watched, this game, he will be etched in Thunder history forever because performance was remarkable. Chet Holmgren, great defense. J-Dub, 27 points. Shea, again, those final 6 minutes was cooking. I was like, damn, this is the first game in a while. All playoffs really were. In the fourth, I just thought, oh shit, we're really getting a Shea performance right now. He did it. He did it. And so no matter how anyone feels, it is what it is. Pacers got to go to 5. I genuinely do not give a fuck about having the discussion of, but this is why NBA ratings are down. And my reasoning for not giving a fuck, if you do, you're entitled to your own opinion. But my reason to not give a fuck is because if I enjoy it, if it's something that I'm enjoying when I'm watching, Why am I going to let someone else tell me to not have fun? That's kind of my biggest thing. Do I agree that some things can be better? For sure. And I'm not saying that I'm happy with it, but I still enjoy what I'm watching. I'm not going to let someone else just be like, oh yeah, no, fuck you. Don't have fun watching this game. It was a great game. I'm not a fan of either of these teams. I'm a Laker fan. I thought it was a great game. There was times where I was yelling at the TV screen and I'm saying, Tyrese, you got to hit this shot, because even if the Pacers won, was my prediction Thunder? Well, is my favorite player SGA? I don't care. I still want to see a good game. I was yelling at the TV like, Tyrese, you got to hit this shot or you got to do that, because I still want to see great basketball. And if the Pacers win this series, as long as it's entertaining, what the hell do I care? It's not the Lakers. Now, if it's the Lakers, totally different commentary, totally different. I'm biased as hell. Fuck everyone. But you guys get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, this whole ratings conversation just doesn't hit with me personally. Now, there's some people who, again, it does, and you're entitled to your own opinion and whatnot. But as someone who watched the game, I'm going to watch game 5 and then 6 and then 7. I like basketball. I make videos about it if you couldn't tell. Anyway, enough about me and my opinion, although technically this whole video is my opinion. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think the Pacers choked this game? And if you don't, what the fuck? How do you not think that? Do you think the refs choked for the Pacers? Therefore, the Pacers are void of any fault? I don't agree. However, I understand the frustration with reffing. So if that's some people's opinions, like I said, let me know what you think. Personally, this game was a choke job. Ironic enough that I created that video talking about how OKC hasn't been clutch and how Pacers have been clutch, and then game 4, the day after the video's made, boom. Anyway, greatly appreciate you guys for watching. Feel free to like, subscribe, because along with the channel, this is How We've Been Different. How We've Been Different. And we out.